Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I would like to design a login web page using the concept which I have discussed in the last video. Now, let us see the output of our login page, which it will be. This is the login page we are going to design. Here, the user will enter his name and password. And after clicking the submit button, it gets saved in a database. And a pop-up will be shown like with his name, you are successfully logged in. And when he clicks the clear button, all the content or data which he has pressed will get cleared. Now let us see the code. Here I have imported all the packages which are necessary to run this program, like javax.spring.star, which I have explained in the previous video, and SQL package, which is required to connect to the database, and AWT and AWT event packages to implement JFrames. Here, now let us see the main section. In Java, the execution starts from main section. Here, I have called a constructor with name class name P, and after calling, it goes to the constructor, and here class P extends JFrame. Here, using inheritance, I have inherited the class properties of JFrame and implements action listener. Action listener is an interface in which action performed is a method which is used in grabbing all the actions performed during the JFrames window. Here I have declared JLabel, JTextField, JButton, JPassword field components. And now let us see the rest of the code. Like I have named the JFrame title as login page and given size as 750 and 500. And to close the JFrame window, here I have given the command like set default close operation jframe.exit on close. And here I declared variables JLabels as L2 and L3 as enter username and enter password to get to show the user where to enter his username and where to enter his password. And using text field one, I have created an empty box to enter the username name. And here I have declared two buttons, BTN1 and BTN2, with names submit and clear. And here I have declared the bounds for all the components which I have declared above. L2, L3, TF1, P1, BTN1, BTN2. And now here I have added all these above variables to the JFrame. And here I'm adding action listener method to the JButton1. JButton1 here represents the button submit. And here I'm adding another action for the button BTN2. Like when he click the clear button, all the content should be erased. Here I'm setting like tf1.setText null. Here after when the user clicks the clear button, the text in the tf1 and pn1 gets cleared. And now let us see the action added to the submit button. Here, when the user clicks the submit button, the text he have entered in the username and password boxes will get stored in the variables str1, and the password which he have entered will be changed into the string str2. Here, I have connected the JDBC and I have kept all this JDBC connection in the try block to avoid the runtime errors. Here, I am establishing the connection between loading the driver class using the class.forName, and here I am establishing the connection between the JDBC. JDBC.Oracle represents the database, and TIN is the driver used, and localhost is the IP address, and 1521 is the service provider, and here OIT is the system name for my laptop, and 1113 is the password for the SQL database. Here I am preparing the statement like insert into database value. Database is the table name and the values will be given later. Here ps.setString 1 comma str1. Str1 represents the username and str2 represents the password. I'm passing this to the database and executing the command. Here, these lines represent the successful entry of the database queries. When the user successfully enter his username and password, the a pop-up will be shown like you are successfully logged in with his name. And now let us see how it will be running the code. Here you can see if I enter the username name and after clicking submit button, the pop-up will be shown with Rohit, you are successfully logged in. And let us try with another name. You can use the clear button with name Ram and password WE something and else. After entering submit button, you can see Ram, you are successfully logged in. Now let us see the JDBC which you have content in the SQL database. By selecting all the rows from database. Here you can see then fields like username, Rohit, and password, which I have stored in the database. This is the login page which I have designed. Thank you for listening to this video.